to get your fat asses off me. Thank you.
What's up, people? You're listening to Chad, and today I'm going to talk about pop star Lizzo literally showing her ass at the Lakers vs. Timberwolves game the other night. And honestly, I think she's been getting a little beside herself lately, just because her album was #1 on the Billboard this year. But we all know how black people tend to get a little beside themselves when they move up in the world. As you saw in the very brief video of pop star Lizzo showing up at the Lakers and Timberwolves game, wearing a dress and a thong with her natural ass exposed to the world, and talking shit. Obviously she had too much gin in her juice. And this, people, is the culmination of the fat acceptance movement, along with hordes of thirsty men who have given overweight women the self-confidence to flaunt themselves like this. And you know what? It's okay for a big woman to feel confident and sexy, but looking like someone's desperate aunt was just a little too extra, don't you think? Not everyone needs to know, let alone see what kind of drawers you're wearing. That should be something for your husband or man's eyes only. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do find Lizzo kinda cute, but I'm gonna have to deduct some points after that display. It's not because Lizzo wore something that was inappropriate. That's not the issue here. It's that she had to make sure that everyone could see her twerking her big ass. And most sports leagues are family oriented, meaning there's a possibility that young children may be there or watching the game on TV, seeing this overweight woman twerking with her ass hanging out of the back of her dress. Seeing this buffoonery brings me to introduce the philosophy of the golden mean. And what is the golden mean, you may ask? Well, I'll tell you. See, the golden mean is all about finding a balance between two extremes. You're either doing too much or not enough to have balance in your life. Because that's what life is all about, having balance. A good example of having balance as it pertains to Lizzo, on one side you can be classy, on the other side you can be trashy. Being risque is in the middle of those two extremes. If you haven't caught on yet, just keep thinking about it. It'll eventually make sense to you. For a big woman like Lizzo and others of her ilk, they need to adopt the golden mean to have balance between classy or trashy, because being a minstrel is not the way to go. Black women already have a reputation of being a demographic of oversexed, uncouth, and obnoxious degenerates, and that spectacle you just saw her do pretty much confirmed what everyone already thinks. Now, I'm a strong believer in the notion of it's not what you do, it's how you go about doing it. Because you could be a marijuana dealer and no one would bother you, let alone call the police on you. As long as you don't sell to minors and don't deal in front of other people's places of residence, they'll turn a blind eye and let you continue to make a dishonest buck. Anyway, in return, Lizzo addressed the people who had a problem with her shaking her ass by letting them know that they can kiss it. We all get it. You're representing all of the chubby and fat females who have low self-esteem because of their weight. You're showing them that a big woman can be a sexy icon too. And what can anyone say? It's a sign of the times, people. Whether you consider yourself a chubby chaser or you're repulsed by overweight women, either way, we are now living in an era where the average or fat woman is the new sexy to the everyday man. And I hear a lot of other content creators who express a disdain for overweight women, and they have their right to their preferences. But many of you know that overweight women can get just as much dick as any chick with Beyonce good looks can. Because fat doesn't mean that she's ugly, and it doesn't mean that she's unfuckable either. And because of the fact that fat chicks can always get dick, is why a lot of black women are not in a rush to go to the gym. Because they don't need to lose weight. Because they know that black men will fuck them regardless. To wrap this up, the only thing with overweight women today is that they're now demanding to be in the spotlight that the slimmer, model-like women have been getting for decades. Now you can come here and say, nigga, you crazy. Nigga, you gotta be out your goddamn mind. Nigga, please. And you know what? You don't have to believe that I'm right. Just go to Instagram, Pornhub, or X videos and type BBW in the search, and you will see how right I am. Once again, you're listening to Chad. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. And I'm out.